I'm Angel Leya, and I'm back with another BookTube. This is the review of The Edinburgh Seer by Alisha Klapheke, or Klapheke, pretty name. And it's a pretty cover. And I am joined today by this little man, this little kitty right here. So hopefully he won't be too much of a distraction. But he is coming along for the ride today. The Edinburgh Seer is about, well, it's told in, from two points of view. One being the candy maker's daughter, I believe her name is Aini, and the other being the point of view of Thane, who works with Aini. She doesn't know that he works for the other side, though. So basically, this is a fantasy kind of paranormal story about a girl who has a sixth sense. They live in an alternate present universe, so they have phones and vans and all sorts of stuff. But the world, I think the world, or at least England and Scotland and all that are ruled by the king. And the king is grasping for more power. He uses the Campbell clan to kind of impose his will on people. And the Campbell clan acts as if they are loyal to the king, but it's a very thinly disguised ruse to take over his spot. So in this story, we find Aini. Her father is kidnapped, and she's just a candy maker trying to hide her sixth sense ability as a seer, because she doesn't want to get caught and killed by the Campbells. They're very against seers, and she's not entirely certain why. So it's an interesting story. I love the fact that it has this candy making stuff to it, and the candy making is unusual because the author kind of talks about making the candy, but she the candy itself does incredible things. Like, for instance, there's taffy that makes you see different colors that you normally can't see, enhances your vision. They're testing out at the very beginning candy that allows you a gum that allows you to see visions, and it's really cool the way they use food as part of the plot. I've only run into one other fantasy story that's like this, which was incredible, and I believe it was called The Confectioner's Daughter, and that's in the That Moment When anthology. I tried looking up the author to see if she had written any more of that story, which she had, but that's incredible because this girl has the ability to frost cupcakes and stuff in such a way that it produces magic. You'll have to read the story for the full story, full story of it, but it's really cool. But you don't see that a whole lot in fantasy, I don't think. So I thought that was a really neat aspect to draw into the Edinburgh Seer. I also liked Thane. He's quiet, and he doesn't usually speak his mind, but he says volumes anyways, which is kind of cool. And then Aini, she works with two other lab technicians. Oh gosh, Neve and Miles. And Miles has bright green hair that he likes to run his fingers through and do weird stuff with, which is awesome. And Neve, who is kind of, and Miles is a little bit on the inappropriate side and, with his jokes and stuff. And then Neve is is just really knowledgeable, which is kind of cool. So the whole cast of characters is really neat. The book is really well written, and it didn't quite hit all the markers for me as far as the pacing, but it's a really neat story, and it's really well written. So if you're interested, I definitely suggest you check out The Edinburgh Seer by Alisha Klapheke, or Klapheke, or however you say her name, which is a little bit odd. And love that gorgeous cover, and check it out. It's well worth a read. So thank you.